Maybe they feel stiff, shaky, or they surprise you with painful cramps right when you need them most. If this sounds familiar, please know you're not alone. And more importantly, this isn't just a part of aging you have to accept. Imagine waking up tomorrow, stepping out of bed with ease, walking through your favorite garden, or playing effortlessly with your grandchildren. Imagine feeling steady, safe, and strong on your feet every single day. I promise you, this isn't wishful thinking. It's possible. And today, I'll show you how. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple daily habits that will help you keep your legs strong, steady, and free from frustrating cramps. These aren't complicated routines, and you don't need to be an athlete. These are gentle, practical habits you can start today, right at home. No fancy equipment needed. Picture this: every time you rise from your chair, every step you take, you're making an investment in your independence. Your legs can carry you through many more beautiful moments. You just have to give them a little love and care. Before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you'd love to enjoy again if your legs felt stronger? Maybe it's gardening, traveling, dancing, or simply walking without fear. Share it with me in the comments below. Let's inspire each other right here on Wise Years. And if you're ready to take back your strength and live vibrantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. You won't want to miss the tips coming up. Habit number 1. Move like your legs depend on it. Let me tell you about John. John is 68 years old, a proud grandfather of 4. And just a few years ago, he believed his weak, wobbly legs were simply part of getting older. He'd wake up feeling stiff, struggle to get out of his chair, and dread walking up even a short flight of stairs. Worst of all, cramps would jolt him awake at night, making restful sleep feel impossible. He thought, like many do, that this was just the price of aging, until he discovered it didn't have to be this way. There's a harmful myth out there that losing leg strength is inevitable, but science tells a different story. Did you know even people well into their 80s and 90s can build strength, balance, and flexibility? Your muscles are like sponges. They soak up whatever you give them, even if you've been inactive for years. John's turning point was surprisingly simple. One day, after reading about the importance of movement, he decided to try a basic exercise, standing up from his chair, without using his hands. The first time, he managed just 3 repetitions and was out of breath. But here's the magic. He didn't stop. Week after week, he added 1 or 2 more, until standing up became easier. His confidence grew, and so did his strength. Soon, John was doing sit-to-stands, squats while holding onto a chair, even gentle leg lifts. And here's something remarkable. As John got stronger, he didn't just feel it in his legs. He noticed he was sleeping better, moving with less pain, and even standing taller. His whole life began to shift. And it's not just strength. Balance is equally vital. John started practicing standing on one leg while holding onto a countertop, gradually increasing his time. He also enjoyed gentle Tai Chi, which helped him feel steadier on his feet and boosted his confidence when walking outdoors. He later told me Tai Chi didn't just help his balance, it made him feel calmer and more present. But what about flexibility? Tight muscles can lead to stiffness and falls. So John spent just 5 minutes each morning stretching his hamstrings, calves, and hips. It wasn't about touching his toes, it was about feeling more comfortable moving through daily life. And if you're worried about joint pain, don't be. John avoided high-impact exercises and chose joint-friendly activities like walking, swimming, cycling. He began with walking around his block, then the park, then with friends. Movement became part of his daily joy, not a chore. The key to all this? Consistency. John didn't transform overnight, but little by little, he reclaimed the simple joys of life, climbing stairs without gripping the handrail, walking without fear of falling, even playing tag with his grandkids. Again, you might be thinking, but I'm not John. And that's okay. You don't have to be. You can start with tiny steps, 5 chair stands, a short walk, or even just shifting your weight from one leg to the other. Every small movement you make is a message to your muscles. Stay strong. I still need you. Remember, it's never too late. Movement is your best medicine, and you don't have to do it alone. The Wise Years community is here for you. So I want to ask you, what's one small movement you'd love to improve on? Maybe it's walking further without getting tired, standing up with less effort, or simply feeling more stable. Leave a comment below. You might inspire someone else watching this video. And if you found John's story inspiring, stick with me, because in the next habit, you'll discover how what's on your plate is just as important as what you do with your legs. Habit number 2, eat to stay on your feet. If there's one thing we often overlook as we age, it's this. What we eat directly affects how strong and steady we feel. Think of food as fuel, not just for your energy, but for the muscles, bones, and joints that keep you standing tall. And here's something powerful to remember. You deserve to feel strong every single day, and your meals can help get you there. Let me tell you about Marlene. She's 73, full of life, but for years, she struggled with weak legs and constant fatigue. She was active, walked daily, even stretched regularly, but something still felt off. After chatting with her doctor and a nutritionist, she realized her meals weren't supporting her body the way they needed to. Once she made a few key changes, everything shifted. First up, protein. As we age, our bodies don't process protein as efficiently. That means we actually need more of it to maintain and rebuild muscle. Yet many older adults, like Marlene, barely eat enough. So Marlene started including protein in every meal, not just dinner. She added eggs to breakfast, Greek yogurt as a snack, grilled chicken or lentils at lunch, and fish or tofu for dinner. The result? Her legs started feeling stronger, and she had more stamina throughout the day. If you're wondering how much protein you need, a general guideline is 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. So if you weigh around 150 pounds, aim for 70 to 80 grams of protein a day. Spread it out across meals, and include things like beans, dairy, lean meats, nuts, seeds, or even a protein shake if needed. If chewing is a challenge, smoothies can be a gentle and delicious solution. Next up, calcium and vitamin D, your bones' best friends. Without strong bones, even strong muscles can't hold you up properly. Calcium keeps bones dense and durable. Vitamin D helps your body absorb that calcium. Marlene began eating more leafy greens, low-fat dairy, and almonds. She also spent a little time in the morning sun each day. And after speaking with her doctor, she added a supplement just to be sure. Here's a pro tip. If you're indoors a lot or live in a cloudy area, getting enough vitamin D from sunlight alone can be tricky. In that case, a daily supplement might be the simplest way to keep your bones supported. And always pair your calcium with vitamin D. They're a team. But strength isn't just about nutrients. It's also about inflammation. Chronic inflammation is like a slow fire in the body, and it can weaken muscles and joints over time. What fuels that fire? Processed foods, added sugars, unhealthy fats. What puts it out? Anti-inflammatory foods, colorful fruits and veggies, fatty fish like salmon, whole grains, olive oil, turmeric, and green tea. Marlene started swapping out white bread for whole grain toast, added berries to her breakfast, replaced sugary snacks with nuts or an apple. She tossed a bit of turmeric into her soups and started enjoying chamomile tea before bed. These weren't big, complicated changes, but they gave her body the tools to reduce inflammation, and the difference showed out in her comfort, her energy, and how easily she could move. Another tip: hydrate while you nourish. A glass of water with each meal aids digestion and circulation, both of which help your legs feel lighter and more energized. Think of it as giving your muscles a fresh stream of support with every sip. Eating well doesn't have to be fancy or expensive. In fact, some of the most nourishing foods are also the most budget-friendly. Think canned beans, frozen vegetables, oats, seasonal fruits. What matters most is consistency. Just like with movement, your body responds to what you give it, meal by meal, bite by bite. And here's the beautiful truth. Food isn't just medicine. It's love. It's care. It's a way of telling your body, I want you to feel good. So every time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, am I giving my legs what they need to keep me steady and strong? I'd love to know. What's one food you found that helps you feel better and more energized? Let's share in the comments and give each other new ideas. And if you thought food was just about calories, wait until you hear how your sleep plays a secret role in restoring leg strength. That's coming up next, and you don't want to miss it. Habit number 3, rest like it's rehab. Let's talk about something many of us overlook: rest. Not just lying down or taking a break, but real, deep, quality sleep. Because here's the truth: your body doesn't rebuild while you're moving. It repairs when you rest. And if you're trying to keep your legs strong, how you sleep is just as important as how you move. Now, I know, sleep can be tricky. As we age, falling asleep and staying asleep can become harder. Maybe you wake up often during the night, or maybe it's those leg cramps jolting you awake. You're not alone. Millions of older adults experience the same thing. But here's the good news: sleep struggles are common, but they're not unbeatable. Think of rest as your body's healing mode. When you sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which is critical for muscle repair and bone health. Without enough sleep, all that effort you put into exercising and eating well doesn't get the full payoff. Your muscles don't rebuild, your reflexes slow down, and yes, your risk of falls goes up. Let me introduce you to Josephine. She's 76 years old and fiercely independent. She used to get through her days with a forced smile, hiding the fatigue and soreness in her legs. She thought it was just aging, until one night, after waking up again at 3 a.m., she decided to make a change. She started tracking her sleep and found she was only getting 5 hours of broken sleep per night. Josephine made sleep her new priority. She committed to a regular sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even weekends. That alone helped reset her body's natural rhythm. She dimmed the lights an hour before bed, stopped caffeine after 2 p.m., and swapped the late-night news for calming music or a chapter from her favorite book. She also made her bedroom a sleep sanctuary: soft sheets, a fan for cool air, blackout curtains. It all helped her brain recognize that bedtime meant rest. And one of her favorite tricks? Stretching her calves and hamstrings for just a few minutes before bed. Those stretches helped reduce nighttime cramps and ease tension she didn't even know she was holding in her legs. Josephine also discovered that sleep posture matters. She placed a small pillow between her knees when she slept on her side to align her hips and reduce joint stress. And when lying on her back, a soft cushion under her knees relieved pressure and helped her relax. If sleep is a challenge for you, don't forget to watch what and when you eat. Heavy meals close to bedtime can disrupt sleep, but going to bed hungry can do the same. Josephine found that a small snack, like half a banana or a handful of walnuts, was just right to help her drift off. And one more thing: screens. The light from phones and tablets can block melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Make it a habit to shut them off at least 30 minutes before bed. Your future self will thank you. Here's the most important message: rest is not laziness. It's repair. Every hour you sleep is a gift to your body. You're not wasting time. You're giving your legs the chance to recover, your joints time to reset, and your entire body the care it needs to move freely tomorrow. So tonight, treat rest like the healing ritual it is. You've earned it. And tell me, what's one thing that helps you sleep better? Share your routine or your struggles in the comments. You might help someone else in the Wise Ears community sleep better too. And now, we're moving on to something that sounds almost too simple, yet has a huge impact on leg strength and cramp prevention. Stay with me. You'll want to hear this one. Habit number 4. Hydrate your way to healthier legs. If I told you there's a simple habit that could reduce cramps, make your legs feel lighter, and even improve your balance, would you believe me? It's not a fancy supplement, not a special exercise. It's water. Yes, good old water. Your secret muscle superpower. Your muscles are made up of nearly 70% water. That means every step you take, every time you rise from a chair, every time you stretch, your muscles rely on hydration to work properly. Yet as we age, our natural thirst signal weakens. Many older adults aren't drinking enough, not because they don't care, but because they don't feel thirsty. By the time you're feeling parched, you might already be dehydrated. Let me share a quick story about Robert. Robert is 71, and for years he struggled with heavy, achy legs. He stretched, he exercised, he even improved his sleep, but something still wasn't right. One day during a routine checkup, his doctor simply asked, "How much water are you drinking each day?" Robert realized he was barely drinking 4 glasses. He started making a small change, sipping water throughout the day instead of gulping it all at once. Within 2 weeks, he noticed fewer cramps, smoother movement, even less swelling in his ankles. It was like discovering a secret weapon, hidden in plain sight. Why does water matter so much? Hydration keeps your muscles plump and responsive, your joints cushioned, and your blood circulating freely, carrying oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. Without enough fluid, your muscles stiffen, cramps creep in, and simple movements start to feel like hard work. But hydration isn't just about preventing cramps, it's about liquid strength. Every sip is like adding oil to a well-loved machine. Your joints move more smoothly, your muscles respond better, and your legs feel less heavy. And here's the good news. Staying hydrated doesn't mean you have to chug plain water all day. Herbal teas, broth, and water-rich fruits like watermelon, oranges, or cucumbers, they all count. Robert loved adding a slice of lemon to his water. It made it feel special, like a treat, instead of a chore. Now, some seniors worry about frequent bathroom trips, especially at night, so they avoid drinking enough. I get it, but here's a helpful tip. Focus on timing. Drink more during the daytime and taper off about 2 hours before bedtime. This simple adjustment can help you stay hydrated without disturbing your sleep. Another small trick. Keep a water bottle or glass within reach at all times. Just seeing it is a visual nudge to sip. If cold water feels uninviting, try room temperature or even warm herbal teas, especially comforting during the colder months. Hydration is one of the easiest habits to overlook, but also one of the fastest ways to feel better. Robert used to think of water as just something you're supposed to have. Now, he calls it his daily leg juice. And you know what? He's right. It's the simplest tool you have for leg health. So here's my question for you. Are you drinking enough water? What's your favorite way to stay hydrated? Share your tips in the comments. You never know who in our Wise Years community might benefit from your idea. And next, we'll tackle something we're all guilty of. And it could be silently stealing your leg strength. Stick around, you'll want to hear this. Habit number 5, break the sit spell. Let's be honest, we all love a comfortable chair. Whether it's your favorite recliner, a cozy sofa, or that sunlit spot where you sip your morning coffee, sitting feels good, and you absolutely deserve your comfort. But here's the thing, while your chair isn't your enemy, too much of it might be. Meet Gloria. Gloria is 75. She's a big fan of watching her favorite shows, working on crossword puzzles, and chatting on the phone, all while cozied up in her beloved armchair. Over time, though, she started noticing something troubling. Her legs felt heavier, stiffer, weaker. Simple joys, like climbing stairs, visiting friends, or walking to the mailbox, became harder. What was happening? Gloria had unknowingly fallen into what I like to call the sit spell. The longer we sit without moving, the more our muscles think they're off duty. When leg muscles, especially the big ones like the quadriceps and calves, aren't used often, they lose strength, they lose flexibility, and they stop supporting your balance properly. Blood circulation slows down, leading to swelling, stiffness, and discomfort. But here's the good news. You don't have to ditch your chair to regain strength. You just need to break the spell every now and then. Gloria made one small change. She set a kitchen timer to beep every 30 to 45 minutes. When it buzzed, she stood up, stretched her arms and legs, took a few steps around the room, did gentle heel raises or toe taps. Sometimes she'd march in place during commercial breaks. These small actions, often just a minute or two, made a massive difference. Within weeks, Gloria's legs felt stronger, less swollen, more stable. And even if you have limited mobility, don't worry. There are plenty of chair-safe exercises you can do. Seated leg lifts, ankle circles, or even gently shifting your weight from side to side in your chair. These mini movements reawaken sleeping muscles and boost circulation without needing to stand up. Another great idea? Combine movement with your daily routines. Do calf raises while brushing your teeth, stand during phone calls, or sway your hips gently while waiting for the microwave to finish. It doesn't have to feel like a workout. Think of it as playful movement sprinkled throughout your day. Now, some folks might say, but I already go for a walk each morning. Isn't that enough? Surprisingly, even if you exercise for 30 minutes a day, long stretches of sitting afterward can still weaken your legs. It's not just about formal workouts. It's about breaking up stillness regularly. Gloria learned to look for movement moments, little chances to sneak activity into everyday life. Folding laundry while standing, taking the stairs, pacing slowly while chatting on the phone. And here's the truth. You don't need to do big things to see big changes. Your legs will thank you for every step, stretch, and shift. So the next time you settle into your chair, remember, the chair isn't the villain. It's the stillness that can cause trouble. Give your legs a little love with movement throughout the day. They'll reward you with better balance, less stiffness, and more confidence. Now I want to hear from you. What's one small movement you could add to your daily routine? Share it in the comments, and let's help each other break the sight spell together. Conclusion: your legs, your life. You don't have to slow down just because you're older. That idea that aging means decline is outdated. And honestly, it's just not true. You've learned today that small, consistent habits can have a massive impact on your leg strength, balance, and comfort. You've seen how movement, nutrition, rest, hydration, and breaking up long sitting can help you reclaim control, not just of your body, but of your life. This isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about honoring your body, your journey, and your right to feel strong, steady, and independent at every stage of life. Remember John, who started with just standing up from a chair? Marlene, who transformed her energy by changing her meals? Josephine, who finally slept through the night and felt renewed? Robert, who discovered water as his secret muscle fuel? And Gloria, who turned her living room into a zone of joyful movement? None of them made massive changes overnight. They took one step at a time, and look at the difference it made. So let me ask you, what's your next step? Maybe it's committing to a short daily walk. Maybe it's adding a glass of water to every meal. Maybe it's stretching your legs before bed, or simply standing up a little more often throughout the day. Whatever it is, know this: you are not too old, not too tired, not too late. Your body still listens, it still responds, and your future self is cheering you on. At Wise Years, we believe every step counts. Every action you take is a vote for a stronger, more joyful you. You are not alone on this journey. You're part of a growing community of people who want to age with strength, grace, and purpose. So if this video helped you feel hopeful, please do 3 things. Like this video. It tells YouTube you want more content like this and helps others discover these life-changing tips. Leave a comment. Tell us which habit you're going to try first, or share your story. We read every message, and your words could inspire someone else. And subscribe to Wise Years. Then turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly tips for health and happiness, designed just for you. And finally, if there's someone in your life who could use a boost, a friend, a parent, a sibling, please share this video with them. You never know whose life you might brighten with one simple click. You've got this. You're strong, you're wise, and your best years, they're still ahead. We'll see you in the next video.